we promised you a great main event here tonight. Sunshine.
WrestleMania is running west.
But so AJ Styles, John Cena.
Oh yes.
Oh, phenomenal, man. Phenomenal.
Oh,
That's
yes.
the right word, isn't it? I mean, here's the thing. Here's the only question I have. I've obviously followed Cena's career. I've actually followed all of AJ's career. He was the one
Yep.
I used to watch back in TNA and stuff. I didn't watch his Japanese stuff, but I know he was basically the top heel in Japan at one time.
Well
He's the leader of the
respected
Bullet
still.
Club, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well respected still over there.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's one of the few people who's genuinely done it at a main event level across 3 companies.
Continents.
Yeah, and 3 continents, yeah.
Yeah.
So, the fact that he did all of some of his moves, because does it mean more because we know all about that background with both of them? Like, if you're a newer fan, like Jaden or Talia, like,
Yeah.
is it still a good match?
I think there was enough in there. So I obviously watched it with Talia. I think there's I mean, if you think of the RKO, the punt kick, the DDT, obviously she knows.
Oh.
Bray Wyatt, she knows.
Yeah.
Sweet Chin Music, she knows because I've shown her enough times and hit her with Sweet Chin
Yeah.
Music.
Walls of
Enough times.
Jericho.
Walls of Jericho. No, Walls of Jericho she didn't know. So Jericho is someone she didn't know. But there was enough. What else did Cena do? There was enough in Cena's moves that he did. I think.
Tombstone,
well
choke
known.
slam.
Tombstone, obviously choke slam.
Undertaker
all
would
of
be
that.
happy with the ending. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah. It was good. No, it was just, and then obviously then AJ did some nods to his team, like Samoa Joe did a Katina clutch,
Yeah.
and bits and pieces. But it was, and obviously a great crowd to get into it. It had to, I'm not sure how that match would have gone down in Saudi. I feel bad. I just keep making fun of Riyadh season, but we're going to end up going there in 2027.
Views,
Yeah.
man.
The
We're
never
going to come
ending-
there apologising, man, for 3 hours. But no, it's just
What,
like
in
with
the
a French
stadium?
crowd, man.
Yeah.
It's like with the French crowd. The crowd, first of all, I know. Last year, Cody broke the record for T-shirt sales in the weekend of WrestleMania last year. Cena this year will be insane.
Oh, it was insane, wasn't it? The amount of yellow
Absolutely
t-shirts,
insane. I've not seen so many of one T-shirt in a.
It's like a home crowd at a football stadium. That's what it was like, wasn't it? Yeah.
100%. There's at
It was-
least 5,000 Cena shirts sold that night. At least.
That was
It was
ridiculous. wasn't
insane.
it?
It's insane. So
ridiculous,
it's just, look, that aside, the crowd was so up for it. It was unbelievable. And there were fans old and young. That was the beauty of it. So they were all cheering for different things. And there's so many things I said. I know I've spoken before, but there's so many things about the match that I liked. And I remember I messaged Ross straight away saying that that's one of my favourite matches of the year. And it's just for me who watched a bit of old Cena and AJ and then stopped for years and then came back again. Obviously, all the moves they've done, I could tell most of the wrestlers that they faced over the years to become news.
The Miz, don't forget the skull crushing finale as well. We got
Yeah.
the Miz.
Exactly.
Incredible, man.
The Miz, in respect to the Miz, who obviously beat him. Miz beat him in it. Miz always goes on about this beat him.
That's amazing.
Main
Beat him,
event.
didn't he? Might have been the worst main event ever. He still beat him.
Yeah.
But no, the fact that AJ at our age is still a supreme performer, and he's probably going to retire next year. But he's the most
He said
supreme.
he's definitely. He said it the night before. He's going to retire. in
He's
2026.
a supreme performer, man. This guy, any young wrestler needs to be looking at this guy, working with this guy, because he can still do everything that Fraxium can do, everything that anyone can do, he can do. It's ridiculous. And he doesn't put a foot wrong. The amount of times he does moves and he doesn't put a foot wrong, that needs to be respected, man. And I just think the level of professionalism for them to have fun, play these matches and bring in so many things, but the fact that they could listen to the crowd and interact with the crowd with their storytelling and their game and their performance and their parody all together, it was magical.
the 619 obviously wasn't on the menu.
My favourite bit. It wasn't on the menu.
Dirty Dom
And
said that.
yet and when the crowd just goaded them into it, it's the fact that they could actually keep performing, listen to the crowd, and do the setup. Do the setup within like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. They did the setup.
And even
I just thought that's
I know,
gold.
Kez, you mentioned it, the Bray Wyatt with the lights after
Oh.
the
Oh, the fireflies
like,
afterwards.
that- honestly, and obviously that would have hit Cena because obviously Cena worked with him, Cena knew him. Like it hits us
and liked
as
him.
fans, but liked him, and obviously they worked together quite a lot, didn't they? And
Yeah.
like they would have planned obviously the sister Abigail, but I don't know if they would have planned that instantly. People got the fireflies out. Like that was awesome, wasn't it? That's like an amazing reaction in terms of
moment
proper
of the year,
goosebumps.
incredible.
Yeah.
But that just shows that the crowd, we all know what wrestling is, and the crowd know their role. They just know their role in the performance, in the show.
Your role.
Yeah, I mean, we laugh at it, but they know their role, and it's just so beautiful how it all comes together and everyone's getting entertained.
That's when it's at its best, and you're right. This is why
that's the beauty.
I think it's for me. It's in the top 5 of the year. For me, it's in the top 5 of the year. I think the two triple threats at WrestleMania.
It's a great match.
And obviously we were there, so there's always a bias when you're at something. I think.
Yeah.
But and I think Cena and Rhodes at SummerSlam was unreal. Like to bring it back off the main event at WrestleMania, to do that. And obviously again I was there with Talia, so that's the thing. And then probably Rhea versus Io at Evolution. I mean, you could pick a lot of matches at Evolution. To be fair, the entire card. Yeah.
I mean, we're nearing the end of the year. I'll be very surprised if Evolution doesn't end up our PLE of the year, because that was a hell of a PLE.
Yeah.
This was a
great ones this
fantastic
year.
one, but Evolution was, oh my God, so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, bringing it back, the fact that they could do that all, the top 5, definitely for me, it'll probably be in the contender of the top 2, maybe top 3. And that's why I asked the question, because I was like, to me, this means unbelievable to have all those nods to so many wrestlers. So that Sister Abigail moment. I wanted to know if other fans had that same experience.
Do you know what? I obviously now I post on TikTok, but I never use it, which is I'm trying to keep away from actually scrolling it and doom scrolling and stuff. But I did see sometimes obviously things flash up, and I did see like someone had edited the bottom screen was the actual person doing, like, the Miz doing the move and that. So there's a bit of a clearly, okay, this is who did this move, this is who did this move, this is the Walls of Jericho. Because Walls of Jericho is quite old school now. If you ever watched WWE in the last, when did Jericho leave? 10 years ago? Like, there's a probably about 10 years ago, wasn't it? Like
Before
when
Punk,
was
maybe?
when was it his main finisher? Wasn't it at least 15 to like maybe as many as 20 years ago? It was his main finisher in WWE, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he did a code breaker, didn't he? Yeah, you're right. You're right, Walls of Jericho, but it was I think it had enough. Oh, obviously Talia's 10 years old, and there was enough in it for her to be like, wow, this is amazing, and to want to watch the match again. And we still haven't watched it again, probably this weekend. But it was like I said, but they've always, Dave, and again, if you haven't seen these matches, the Royal Rumble match, the SummerSlam match that they've had, Cena and Styles, obviously not just a very good wrestling match, but they were obviously the best two at the time. I think it's the Royal Rumble one. That's I can't remember which one it is. But the one, so Styles, they show it in the build-up, then Styles wins the first two.
It would have been the same,
and Cena wins the third one. Yeah, it was all within like Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, something like that. But they were brilliant matches. They were absolutely brilliant matches. So it was a good choice of opponent. I mean, people were like, oh, this Cena run, but his last few matches, what was it? Logan Paul. Obviously, Brock, people didn't like the Brock match, but I don't mind it. I think
build up to the CM Punk match.
Yeah, build up to CM Punk. The CM Punk match was great, and then the Cody match and Logan Paul match. He's had Logan
Paul match was great.
Logan Paul was ridiculous, considering Logan Paul's had 25 matches or whatever. So we're talking about AJ Styles being at our age, having 1,000 matches probably, and Logan's been off, hasn't he, for the last couple of events? So hopefully he's back for
main event, isn't it? Back for the main event.
Back for War Games,
but the match was just, it was different. It was nice having a different kind of match, because I don't know what you guys, because you guys obviously, like as I said, you guys have watched it for years and year out. So I obviously understood most of the finishing moves. Don't get me wrong. And when anyone does Sister Abigail, everyone gets excited. It doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. When anyone puts you on Sister Abigail, people get excited. But for me, it was so entertaining, because obviously they're pulling out moves that I knew, but they were obviously enjoying themselves, and it's the interaction with the crowd, as I said. But not just that. I'm thinking, you know what? When I used to play the first wrestling game, Raw is War, I would play my wrestling match the same way they wrestled. I'd be doing finishing moves after finishing moves. It's how I play the game. It's how I play games. You know. So on so many levels, it was so beautiful. I'd be doing a tombstone after 5 minutes, innit? I'm doing a tombstone after 2 minutes. It's exactly how I play video games. It's exactly how I play video
There was a
games.
cheat, wasn't there? One of the games where you could just load up unlimited finishes, or like you could have
Straight
5
away.
finishes stored up.
Straight away. Straight away when he finishes straight
That's how
away.
you built it up, Dave. You had to cheat on when you had 5 finishes.
And for so many reasons, because it was such a different kind of match, it was just so beautiful. It was just a beautiful match to watch, and without being sentimental, it was just a beautiful match to watch. And I'll be watching it again.
Said afterwards, didn't they? I don't think any other two could have done it. Maybe Cena and someone else, maybe Cena and Orton or something like that. But that would have been it. And God, there's like maybe a small amount of it would be Cena and someone, wouldn't it? And I think the history of these two and the ability. I think that's the other thing, isn't it?
Yes.
A lot of wrestlers don't have the ability of AJ Styles, even at 46 or 47 or whatever he is.
100%.
Don't have the ability to do it, take it, and so on. So
100%. You know. So yeah, these guys have just look. I've been entertained. I really was entertained, and after that, I didn't mind what the other matches showed. I was happy. I was done after that point in the main event. I was done.
yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Like, I think Australia got a good 3 days, didn't they? They got a good SmackDown. Even that Alistair Black match, you have to say, I've finally got interested in Alistair Black now. It was good. It was good. It was good.
It was, wasn't it, man? It was actually good.
I think what he's really referring to with the Alistair Black is pretty much what I used to say to Triple H about DIY. I was never interested in DIY until they did that triple TLC match on SmackDown. Yeah. Then I thought, you know what? And actually, they had some chat weeks after that, for several weeks after that. That's the best I've seen of DIY. Yeah, he can do it with DIY. You can't do it with War Raiders. Yeah, so you can at least do it with DIY. You can do it with DIY. That's for sure.
Thank God.
Come on,
man. Thank God.
Listen, if the New Day can't bring you up, if the New Day can't make you shine, then there's no chance, man. There's no chance.
Yeah, that is true. You're right. You're working with probably the best. So I think Australia had a 3 good shows, didn't they? SmackDown. And obviously they have to do 3 shows because for someone who's done that, we've all done that flight, haven't we? It's an absolute killer, isn't it? The jet lag, and again, credit to, and I know these people get paid, most of them get paid a lot of money, but to come in, do the sleep over the plane, get that, then do how many media appearances, they must have rinsed them to hell, because it's Australia, isn't it? When did they get to, the amount of signings and shows and TV and radio and media and all of that they must have had to do in Australia, it was ridiculous.
There's only so much Rhea can do.
Shows. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
There's only so much Rhea can do the week beforehand. I'm guessing Grayson would have been helping out here.
Grayson was, they love him, don't they? Obviously. Yeah.
It's just a shame he's not on it yet,
Big
but
G.
his time will come. His time will come.
Big G. He's entertaining, man. Even, this is it, he makes the most of every little TV time. For me, he makes the most of every little TV time he gets.
Exactly.
He's funny, and he's, and obviously they're still in mourning. Ban this Mexican destroyer, isn't it?
Panned move. It
was
a hell of a move.
Was it Kofi? Kofi took it so well.
100%. Oh, when Penta bounced off the ropes.
Yeah,
when Penta bounced off the
ropes. They should ban this move.
But G's one was worse. G's one's from the corner when they were hyped. Yeah. That was even worse, man.
Yeah. I can't believe they got that move signed off. That's crazy, man.
There's a lot of trust, isn't there?
Yeah.
Everyone
trusts this Penta guy, man.
No.
This creepy ass.
They trust this man who walks like this. The funniest moment of the year still is when Penta's supposed to come and save Cena or whatever he's supposed to do in that CM Punk, and he's coming down the aisle.
And for everyone watching who doesn't know, we've had this argument. Who would be the worst person to come and rescue? Because at least Penta, he's going to at least run. Ray Phoenix is running left and right. Ray Phoenix will take about 10 minutes running left and right before he gets anywhere near the ring. These brothers, man. These brothers.
They are brothers as well, aren't they? I mean, again, that shows you how over Dirty Dom is, that people are actually booing Pentas. First time I've seen Penta boo.
Incredible, isn't it? Incredible. Mr. Male Mona Lisa.
He's the Male Mona Lisa, isn't he? He's got the best t-shirts, he's got the best lines, he's got 2 belts.
He talks the crowd so well.
He is, you know, people will say about, you know, obviously nepotism and obviously his dad. but it doesn't mean you have to be that good, does it? It's just like you can still,
Exactly.
loads of sons of wrestlers have not made it, and daughters of wrestlers have not made it, haven't they?
Ask Gage. Ask Gage. Ask Gage.
Goldberg. We hope he doesn't make it. We do not need Goldberg Jr. Goldberg still, oh my God, he's still bitching. I saw something the other day. Maybe
No,
it was the same
stop it,
interview.
man.
He's like, oh, they cut my interview off at the end. They should have cut the match off. Gunther did the best he could with you, man.
Telling you,
Say that. He
Saudi will
killed
find a
Gunther. He
way.
killed him.
Saudi will find a way to bring him back. I tell you, it was 60.
I know,
Bring
I'm
him back.
worried.
I think
He'll
like,
come back.
every performance Goldberg now goes up and up my least wanted list of wrestling. He just hasn't got any juice left, has he, at all, man? Like, if you bring him as a hype man, I get it. If you bring him as a chap, maybe bring him as a manager. Like, I don't know, but like...
Oh, they were just spitting in people's faces, weren't he? So, poor Gunther. Gunther doesn't like a flipping...
Gunther had to taste it, man. Wow, man. Wow. I've got 3 minutes for you. That's the best line of
That's the
last
best
year,
line,
man.
isn't it?
Best
Come on,
line of
go on,
last
that's
year.
pretty
Oh, man.
yeah. So who do we think Cena's last two? Because there's talk about Gunther, isn't it? There was always from the beginning of the year. They were like
Gunther was always
give
one of
Gunther,
them
and not
at the
that Gunther
beginning
needs
of the
the rub, but Gunther beating Cena in Cena's last match is. I mean, Gunther's amazing, and I think we're going to get Gunther Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, aren't we? Well, that's the match Gunther really wants, isn't he? So that's his dream match, and he's got it now. But I don't know. I don't know who John Cena faces at Survivor Series, or if he's in. Or will his manager let him be in War Games because he's an actor? And look how many injuries there were in War Games last year. So
Yeah, no. Legs. I mean, well, Tongalo, we always know he's going to get injured, so we can cancel his injury. Tongalo, we can
All I'm
cancel
saying-
that. But yeah, the leg breaking.
Tonga Loa gets injured walking to KFC, doesn't he?
How Io Sky wasn't injured, I don't know. She's the most
With the
reckless
bin,
wrestler with a bin of that height. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even her suicide dives, how she's not injured, I don't know. I don't know.
Some of them just don't get injured, do they? Some of them just are ridiculous, isn't it? It's like football. It's like Salah. It's like they just don't get injured, do
Yeah.
they? Some people have this
Yeah.
thing where they just don't. Like, you look at some of the wrestlers and you think they should have been injured for ages for a really bad time, but some of them just don't get injured, do they? So,
Yeah.
Right.
It's hard to guess. So
So who's left? Who's he fought so far? He goes through.
Cody.
he started, didn't he? Well, he was in the Rumble, then he was in Elimination Chamber, then he
So-
wrestled Cody, Randy,
Punk, Styles,
Punk, Logan
That was
Paul,
Night of
AJ
Champions.
Styles.
Backlash was Randy, Cody was WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He's done tag
then
team
he-
matches.
Tag team match with Logan Paul, didn't he? And then he's wrestled Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
If you think of who I guess, so he's won. He beat Styles. He's beaten Logan Paul. He got smashed by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He lost to Cody. He lost the belt to Cody.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I mean, they must be lobbying Triple H for it. The beg and the wrestlers must be asking for it. And like, anyone would want to work with him now, wouldn't they? Like there would be whoever hasn't worked with him will all want. He said, didn't he? Triple H said everyone's coming to me and asking to work with John. But
I wonder if they'll play one of them just by what the crowd want, rather than they'll have a list of wrestlers and maybe have the crowd have their input. I wonder.
Cena's not on Raw till another, I think, maybe in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks time. So I assume
Build
that
up
will be
to-
the build
build
up.
up to,
He's on
yeah.
2 Raws before Survivor Series. Then he's at Survivor Series, and then it's 2 weeks after that, and then he's done. And then you can't see him anymore. But
Good Lord.
So who would we
I
who
wouldn't
would
be
you
surprised
want
if
to
it is
see?
Gunther for the last one. That would make sense, I think. But
I mean, who would you want? So any wrestlers on the table, as in ones that can. So they might not be with the WWE right now, but they're a potential opponent. Who was the two you'd like to see?
no, everyone's talking about Edge, aren't they? But he's obviously under
Yeah,
contract. with
people talking about
AEW,
Edge,
so that's
but
not-
he's like 52. Have you seen him? So I tried to watch some
I'm not that excited
AEW.
about Edge, but yeah, but
I
I know
tried to
why
watch some
people like it, 'cause they
AEW.
did have a rivalry for years and years and years, didn't they? But
Yeah.
But you've seen them, and I tried to watch some AEW 2 weeks ago, and it was Edge and Christian against two people I didn't know who they were. Edge can still move. Christian is nearly done. He really struggled to move around. Maybe he's injured, but
he nearly
but
retired.
they-
Didn't he retire? And then he came back. Maybe.
Yeah,
Christian.
yeah. But look, he's 50. They're like early 50s now. So I'm not sure how good a match can be done. You know, better than Goldberg, but I'm not sure how good a match these lot can do.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Edge is just under AEW contract, so people can want it all they want. It's not going to. They're like Tony Khan is an idiot, but he's not that much of an idiot. He's just going to let him have a match with
what's his
Andrade.
name? Luchador. Andrade.
So what's happened with this Andrade thing? So apparently the story is he got released because he was some behavior, didn't turn up for SmackDown
Last month.
or whatever. Yeah, all of this sort of stuff. And so he got released, and as part of that, it's apparently a 1 year you can't compete. But
When you
he
mess
didn't
about.
know that. And so Tony Khan gets overexcited, like the little geek that he is, puts him on whatever their Dynamite straight away, makes 10 people get excited, and then it turns out he shouldn't have even been shown.
Yeah. Here's the thing I've never understood though, from a legal point, like how can you have a non-compete if you're out of contract?
Exactly. Obviously, when you sign the contracts, they'll put certain things in it.
You have that in all businesses. You have a non-compete when you're out of. If you're a senior
To go to
person
the
in
competition.
Company, you wouldn't go to like I don't know, Coke and Pepsi. Is a
Microsoft,
simple example.
Apple, or something
if you
like
were
that.
very senior at Coke, you wouldn't be allowed to go and work for Pepsi for a period of time. Like that would be, you could leave, you could do whatever you want and whatever. But as part of that, you wouldn't be. And I guess in wrestling, that's the equivalent, isn't it? Of it's more like Coke and like Lidl Coke or something, whatever AEW is. But,
Coke chat. Just go to bed.
Yeah. I guess I've always been confused with the fact that WWE always say, "Oh, we've like ended the contract with them," because isn't that part of the contract you're on? Kind of thing?
No, I think the non-compete was because he got fired. So normally it's 3 months, 90-day or 60-day non-compete or something like that, isn't it? But the reason why apparently it's a year, again, it's all just reports, isn't it? Is because if you breach it, so I assume he just didn't turn up for work or something. I don't know whatever happened with him. If you breach it, then because obviously I guess you could breach it to try and get out of your contract, couldn't you? And then move company.
Exactly.
That's the theory. So the theory is if you breach it, then you cannot go. Because this is, let's be honest, CM Punk tried to get fired 5 times from AEW to go back to WWE, didn't he? And he finally got fired eventually to come back. But I think I'm assuming, but I don't know how they think. Let's put him on TV the first night he signs. Like that, he's not. It's not like you're putting Hulk Hogan on TV. You know what I mean? It's not like you're putting like someone's going to like, oh my god, everyone's going to start tuning in, and oh my god, Andrade is there. It's like, come on. But,
It's a shame. As I said, competition usually makes things better, but the fact that they've learnt so much over the last 20 years since Monday Night Wars, they've really learnt so much that they just improve themselves from every angle, every sport, every TV show. The fact that there's K-drama in it now with Asuka and all that, and the fact they have even the little things when they're introducing champions, they have the boxing style entry or the UFC style entrance, and every aspect of this.
You're right. The production elements
so
and all
superior.
of the thing that we've always said, haven't we, for 100 years? I've said since I can remember talking that their promo videos have been the best in anything of any of the hype videos from the kids to now.
100% from the 90s till now.
Them from like when we were like 12, 13 years old to 30 years later. They've obviously got those. Now they do it for every match and even on Raw and all of this sort of stuff. You've got the things so you don't have to. And we know people's attention spans aren't. Not everyone's going to watch a 2.5 hour show, are they? Or it's not even 2.5 with commercials, but you can miss a bit and then watch the hype video. And this is what I said when I watched that. The last AEW event was the last one at Wembley that I watched, not obviously in person on a stream. But they didn't have hype videos for each match, which I found bizarre. Someone watched it like, or they were really quick, or they just weren't. I mean, it's not. I feel like I could get a job for AEW and produce some hype videos that were pretty decent. Like I don't think it's it's stuff like that you can't then you can watch Raw and you can, like you say, Talia's interest in wrestling will wane every now and then, and she'll watch some bits and all that. There's some bits she'll always watch, like if Roman's doing something or Punk or whatever. Or Liv, obviously, when she comes back. But the K-drama, as you call it, Dave, is obviously captivated. As a 10-year-old girl watching this drama going on backstage with all of this stuff and Io and Asuka, they have something for, well, maybe not everyone, but they've got a lot of angles covered, haven't they, in terms of what you want to watch and that. It's really difficult for AEW now. They had their chance, I think, a few years ago, where they were getting really good views, weren't they, on Dynamite and stuff like that.
They
had Punk. They had the name, they had Jericho, obviously. Then they had Punk, they had Cody, and all of that sort of stuff. They had a you look at it, and I know people will tell me they've got this person. I couldn't from a star power point of view. Who are you switching on to see? Really, like if you're really
It's
thinking
stars
about
of
it.
yesterday. That's the problem. So
Yeah.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
Adrian
The
Christian.
biggest
Christian.
names are
stars
still
for them.
Edge, aren't they? If you, it's not,
Adrian
he's not allowed to be
Christian. I
called
guess
Edge, is he?
Moxley. I don't
Yeah.
know the Osprey and Strickland well. I don't know them well at
Yeah.
all. And MJF.
I mean, from
But-
what I've seen, they're all good. MJF was very good with his. That was when you were saying they were hot, and they built MJF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jericho.
But what is he doing? I couldn't even tell you what he's doing now. MJF.
I'll be honest. The only thing I watch from AEW nowadays, because I think she's been that good, is Toni Storm. She is unbelievably good. Like her whole thing she did with Mariah May, which actually launched Mariah May into WWE.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Toni Storm knew she was doing it at the time, which probably after the Bloodline saga was probably the best thing I saw that year. So it's fantastic.
Wow.
And she started something with Chris Statlander the last few weeks. Now it's been popping up on some of my feeds, and I'm like, yeah, she's going again here. She's got something cooking again. But that's the only one I'd call a star. Like,
How's Michelle Monet then?
beyond the brand.
How's Michelle Monet?
Misha
then?
Banks. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 belts.
She's got like 10 belts.
Not
Stop
a lie,
this,
literally 10 belts.
She's
Monet.
mega campeona.
Can't carry them all.
Good lord, dripping in
She
gold.
won another belt, didn't she, in Europe or something? Didn't she win some random belt or something, like in Poland or somewhere like that?
Has she got her hand in her storylines like Hogan? What's going on?
Honestly,
She's
she
definitely
got creative control. She
Yes.
got creative control.
They said this word because obviously they paid her. She's the highest paid female wrestler.
Yeah,
in the
female
world, isn't she?
wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's they paid her, and obviously for her to go there, they gave her what she wanted, and
She must have creative control.
she's got creative control. hasn't she? She's lost like one match in like 3 years or something, hasn't she, or something like that? It's
I don't think
ridiculous.
she's ever lost, did she?
She lost to Tony Storm, didn't she? I
Yeah,
think.
that was it.
Um,
They did
Wow.
the big match after the
Wow,
Brian
man.
May.
Yeah, but I think I think they just star, like you said. I mean, whatever CM Punk did backstage or whatever they did, it was the first time I ever watched AEW was when CM Punk turned up on AEW. I'd watched some of their matches with him, and and the fact that they kept him for this Jack Perry guy? Who's Jack Perry? Has he even wrestled since then? Like it's insane to let CM Punk go and then go back to WWE and become obviously
I know,
like
right?
it's no
Big Punk
non-compete,
again.
nothing was there. Like
Yeah.
there was like
Yeah.
But I mean, the Jack
CM
Perry
Punk had
story
control of
was
that
crazy,
contract.
though, wasn't it? Like some of the Jack Perry stuff was crazy. It was just like, because what was the big one? Oh yeah, so Jack Perry wanted to break real glass in a promo.
That's it.
Oh, don't say that in
And
the
CM
car,
Punk's
yeah.
like, no, why are we doing that? We pretend.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
no, I want to do it. I want to do it.
And then he did it, and he made some comment to the camera, didn't he? Look, real glass or something like that.
Yeah.
That's when CM Punk confronted him afterwards, didn't he? And it's
Yeah.
like, or before or whatever it was. It's just like, what the? This is yeah. I don't. It's like you said though. I think it's better when there is some competition, and I think
Yeah, there is.
now, and Nick Khan said it, didn't he? Not Tony Khan. Nick Khan said about. And I know he was being a bit of a dick, but he said that they can poach who they want, and I think pretty much. Obviously you have to wait for contracts to end in wrestling. It's not like you can transfer window this, or you just get fired like CM Punk.
This is some proper Real Madrid action, man. That WWE.
But it is honestly like it literally is. It literally is free transfer, isn't it? It's like,
No, it
it's like
God damn.
I mean, because did you hear, like, talking again, I was talking about, she's now Blake Monroe now, isn't she?
yeah,
Mariah May in WWE. So she
In
did an
NXT,
interview
yeah.
recently, and she basically asked her, like, did you want to go the main roster straight away? And she said, no, I chose NXT because it's the highest viewership show I've been on up to that point, and I
Yeah.
believe in my own brand. And I
She
look
has
at
to
people
build-
like Charlotte, I look at
Yeah.
people like Bianca, like Saka. I believe in myself that I am at a level, but they've got huge fan base already. I need to
Yeah.
expose myself and build my way up to
and
that.
she's doing really well in NXT as well, isn't she? Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, so
But it's,
So
that is
that's
telling
it.
though, isn't it? When you even
Yeah.
just saying this is the highest viewership show I'm on, when you've been
Yeah.
on the main program that you've just mentioned, which was
Yeah.
AEW's best feud of whatever when it was a couple of
yeah.
years ago, wasn't it? And then she's gone to NXT where she's still getting more viewed. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a good. But then they've done that with Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints, whatever his name is, haven't they? They've done
Yeah.
that, and who else? They've not been afraid to put people that I suppose are really big stars into
Yeah.
NXT first, have
Stephanie
they?
back here, Julia.
Stephanie Kerr wanted it. Stephanie Kerr
what's her name,
wanted it,
Julia?
didn't she?
Yeah,
She wanted it.
yeah.
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 Well, I think they both said. Look, we got offered, and we were like, actually, let's get to know the company a bit. Let's work it out a bit. English isn't the first language for either of us, so let's do it. And obviously, their star potential shone through very quickly.
And Stephanie Vaquer was on an AEW show, wasn't she? Because they did the brand, whatever it was, New Japan, whatever she was in.
Yeah.
Something, because they had a joint show, you know, whatever they call it. I can't remember. World's Color. It wasn't World's Color, something else, whatever their name is.
Something like.
But something, yeah, the Forbidden Door, wasn't it? So she was on a match. Marvel. This is why they're struggling with the names like this. But they had it. And Stephanie Vaquer was really good apparently against whoever she wrestled. It might have been Sasha Banks. Surely she probably lost. I can't remember who it was, but it was someone. And then I think AEW just assumed that she would sign, just like they assumed Blake Monroe would re-sign and all of this sort of stuff. But then WWE are not idiots, are they? They're like I think now whenever the contracts come up, MJF's contract comes up, whoever else it is, I think it's going to be very difficult for them to say no to Triple H, aren't they? You know?
Yeah. It'll have to be a situation similar to AJ, wasn't it? Because AJ wouldn't famously sign with WWE because of his wife's career. It was local to where they lived and it was near where TNA recorded, so he just stayed with them until they got older.
Oh, AJ Styles until
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he went Japan, and then he's come WWE, and now he's going to retire. See, that's a question I'll be interested in. Maybe not for now. Maybe we hold it for future. But he's already said he's retiring next year.
Yeah.
I can see him doing it at Mania personally, going out with one big last feud or one big last match. Who do you want AJ Styles to face in his final match?
It's hard. Ain't gonna be good
Good to get everyone's final.
I'm
You're
telling you,
wrestling
Gunther can
man,
get some matches here.
Good for Cam, man. He can start collecting if he wants.
Gunther
I mean,
can-
I would actually want to see Gunther versus AJ Styles. To be fair. That would be,
you collect bodies, man.
It'll be interesting to see. Do you reckon it'll go longer than Mania? Mania's only in April, isn't it? But
Yeah.
maybe he won't. You're right. Maybe he's not going to do a tour, is he? No one's ever going to have this year-long tour
Hell
thing,
no.
wasn't it? That's
I think that might be why he's announcing it now, because he'd be like, right, I'll have that WrestleMania run as they, everyone knows it from Rumble to Mania.
Rumble to
But
there.
he'll do nothing in December, won't he? Really? He might. I mean, it might do nothing. They won't do much in December, so he's got November, and he might then pick one or two opponents, maybe someone for the Rumble. Although they probably put him in it to start a storyline, and then whoever knocks him out is like the storyline with him for the final.
Yeah, and it could be the.
Then they'll have their
I want
match.
to retire you.
Yeah, exactly. Has he ever done anything? I mean, my memory's failing me a bit here. Has he ever done anything with Drew?
Not that I can remember.
You guys will do
No,
that.
because he's done. Obviously, the obvious one's Finn Balor, isn't it? Because of the Bullet Club stuff. But they've wrestled like last week on Raw, didn't they? But and it depends what happens with the Judgment Day, because you're going to need something. Because something's going to happen with the Judgment Day, isn't it? It's been bubbling over, and Roxanne's done really well out of it as well, haven't they? Again, they've done.
Which is
another-
why that storyline when Liv come back is ready. It's so ready,
exactly.
man.
It's
It's
ready,
so
isn't
ready.
it?
That baked.
You've got that. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know who actually. Based on the active, I mean, obviously, if you had Kurt Angle around and could wrestle, that would be the obvious one, wouldn't it? But there's I don't know. You don't. I love, and I've already said this, I know, but because that's the match he always wanted with Shawn Michaels, wasn't he? And he obviously never got with Shawn Michaels. That's why he did the Sweet Chin music on the thing, because he would have. I mean, he would obviously peak Shawn Michaels, not Shawn Michaels now, but that would have been amazing. But yeah.
It's a
If
shame
Sean's got
that...
any juice left, that would be unbelievable.
If who?
If Sean's got any juice left,
Oh, Lord, come on, man. Sean's no man.
unbelievable.
If only my boy Mello was at the level he should be, then that could be a great match. If Mello was the proper heel,
Mano's
at
turned
the
face
level...
now, though, isn't he? So,
Yeah, he's turned face now because of
Miz,
Miz.
baby.
But if he was at a level that he's probably going to be in 2-3 years' time, that would be a great match.
Yeah, he's so good in the ring, Mello.
Yeah,
he's so good on the
man.
mic. To be fair, he's just
Exactly.
He can get over, doesn't he? Like properly over.
That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is.
It
That's
will.
all
It'll
it
be
is
interesting to
every
see him as a babyface, though, isn't it? Because obviously his character is.
time. But his character's not a
Healing.
Mello don't miss.
Yeah.
He's a perfect heel, man. He's a perfect character for a heel.
So
So we'll have to
it'll be
see.
interesting to see what they do. But yeah, and you've got this is it, isn't it? You got Mello, then Austin Fury will come back from injury. They've obviously
Yeah.
the two bronze.
Yeah.
They've got some because they were saying what was it? Who was I listening to? That all of their stars now are old, right? Like they're the real elites. If you think when I say
So-
old, I mean 40 or over. You think
Yeah.
Roman, Cena,
Randy,
Punk,
AJ.
Randy.
Yeah,
AJ,
yeah.
you know, you think of the ones, but if you think of like the elite ones, you think of like Punk, Roman.
Cody
Cena's
must be
obviously
about
the
40
guy-
now.
Cody's 40. Yeah, you look at
Yeah,
the age
yeah,
of
yeah.
them, and now you look at then the bronze, and even Seth. Seth must be 40. You know, those
Nearly.
the real
Yeah.
elite ones are of all of age. Where actually within a couple of years, maybe not now, but in a couple, I've already spoken about Roman. I don't think we've got a load of Roman Reigns matches left.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I enjoy every. So that's what I think makes Bronson Reed pinning him even bigger because there's not many L's this man's going to take because there's not many
Yeah.
matches this man I don't think has got
Yeah,
left. I think
yeah, yeah.
he'll wrestle Braun Breaker at some point. He'll go one-on-one with Seth depending on his injury. I assume we'll get a Roman and Punk match, and then we're never going to get Roman and The Rock unless I don't know what's happening.
That's done.
I mean,
That's done.
yes, done. I'm convinced. I said it to like Raj. I'm convinced that The Rock got some medical news. That's why he's lost so much weight.
Yeah,
I think the steroids probably got to him.
They'll catch up to you at some point, man.
Well, he's not a young man to be taking
No,
that to
exactly,
be that
right.
big either, is he? Like to be that like proper big, isn't
Yeah.
he? Like
be
I think
vain
he might
big.
get him back as a sound piece guy. You know, he gets involved in the odd kind of skit, but not as a match. I don't.
Well, like
think.
MVP.
But, not like Paul Heyman.
I can't believe you compare the most famous man in the planet to MVP.
It's Bobby Lashley again.
Exactly. Bobby. No,
But,
we'll see.
But yeah,
We'll see.
you're right. I can't.
There's only a
see- I
handful of
can't-
Roman matches left, and you're right. So it's the class of what was it? The class of 2002 was it that you had
Brock and Cena. Brock, Cena, and
Batista.
Cena, Orton,
Cena,
Randy.
Orton, yeah, that class of 2002. So they're all, if not gone, they're nearly gone. They're nearly
Yeah,
gone.
you're right. That
So-
thing, Randy ain't going to be wrestling forever, is he?
Yeah,
So, you know, there's
I mean,
a
I'm
few-
convinced he's going soon as well, actually. Cause
Yeah.
Already, Kevin Owens has gone, you know,
Yeah,
and Sami Zayn can't be a young man either.
yeah. This is it. So if you
yeah.
think of all these people we've just met, even Drew's 40 plus, isn't he? So
Gunter's like 38, 39.
Yeah, so they need to have the bronze.
Young bloods.
They need to have the Carmella Hayes, Dirty Dom, obviously. Gunter.
Yeah.
I don't think Gunter's that old, is he? Maybe he is.
He's late 30s, man.
Late 30s, yeah. It's
Late
just that he's
30s.
not been in WWE for that long, has he? He's been in
Yeah.
other stuff. And
Yeah,
but
Jacob
so you look at
Fatu.
that, they need to have the next. It'll be interesting to see because it's never who you think it's going to be, is it? Because they push someone, and sometimes sometimes it is, but then organically someone comes through. Don't
Someone
they?
else. Like LA Knight's not young.
LA Knight's not young.
The
Exactly. Then
Usos.
you've got Usos again, not young. There's thing. Then you've got Jacob Fatu, haven't you, solo?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
some
yeah,
younger
yeah,
ones,
yeah.
but and eventually you'll get Braun versus Braun, won't you, at some point, which would be great, which would be amazing. Braun versus Braun.
Cheers, Dave.
What kind of view we're seeing here? The family show this.
I've got two screens. Just like the other screen.
But I reckon, there's a whole load to be built up, and it'll be interesting to see who wins at Mania, like for the next couple of years in some of these matches, like whether they do the whole thing. I mean, like then again, some of them, like solely Roman Reigns got to get another title run, CM Punk's got to get another title run, like they're not thing. But I think Roman's going to be around now, isn't he, for a few months? Like because normally he has more hiatuses, and I think he's had his hiatuses, and it looks like he'll be around for War Games. He'll be around for
Rumble, maybe.
Rumble. He will be around for Rumble. Yeah, there's no
Depends what
Saudi
he's
ain't
gonna be
paying.
filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Saudi.
he's got-
They filmed all the Street Fighter now, haven't they? They filmed.
Saudi,
I don't think his
yeah.
bit was big, was it? It's a lot of CGI, won't it be for?
No,
the
but I've
kids?
started seeing him in like quite a lot of films. Me and Dad.
Yeah,
seen
he'll
him,
be doing other
like,
things.
We had them Amazon ones the last few weeks. Like just in the background and stuff, or just do like a small role.
He will naturally take to films, won't he? And
He's
it's whether he
got,
wants to
isn't
do it, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's
You're not getting beaten up.
yeah.
Easy money for them, isn't it, man?
This is the thing
Exactly.
about when you said you think Randy's going to retire soon. I think they make so much more money than they did 20 years ago that actually they
Yeah.
can. Whereas
Yeah.
people would just go and go and go, and obviously
Yeah.
they had worse health, painkiller addictions, this
100%.
sort of stuff, and
And they had to
you know,
play. They had to still wrestle, be on the road 300 days a year, which these lot don't
yeah,
have to do.
exactly. Whereas now, I think if you look at while that thing can prolong it a bit, I think some of them will like. Actually, my body's hurt. I mean, Randy's obviously was out for like he had neck surgery, didn't he, or back surgery, didn't he? Like for
It was a
18
whole
months he was
year,
out
wasn't
and
it?
stuff like that. And then they obviously love it, but I don't think obviously Randy Orton must be a multimillionaire. Like most of these are, they're not in a position.
Dirty
to
Dom's
now-
a multimillionaire.